Alright, hello, and welcome to the Appalachian State rebuild. This is going to be like the starting episode. We're just going to go over our staff, what we're going to do with our blueprint, some of our game plan, what we're looking for. We're going to upgrade our coach, go into recruiting, and then look at the depth chart. So, we're going to start in here. One of our AD expectations is to upgrade to elite facilities within the next 3 years, and I don't know how realistic that is. Um, yeah, I don't know how realistic that is, but what I will do to start, we have some terrible coordinators. We're gonna get a fundraising lead so that next season we're paying 350 NIL right now, so that next season we'll get 500. So we're kind of playing for the future there. That's probably all we're gonna do. We don't have much else to do. I do have it set to recruit and retain. Like, that's the best strategy. A school like App State, try to retain their guys, and then I'll like upgrade motivator as we continue to retain the guys. But let's see what we need. A lot of 1-stars, which means we won't be paying much NIL, but in the transfer portal, maybe that's where we can go get some of that. But we're gonna go look at halfback. We need 2 of them in this cycle. That's 2 right there. We'll put a 3rd one on, and then is there a guy that maybe we reach for? Like Warren Zenner. We'll see. No wide receivers. We need 7 tackles. And this is a place where I don't mind going to grab a few 3-stars from our 1-stars from our pipeline. Excuse me. But then I also don't mind trying to get a JUCO junior as a little bit of a splurge. We only need 1 guard. So for guard, we'll take Rico Hendricks. We don't have that many hours. This is the issue here at App State. We got a few 2-stars we can go get here, which is better than the 1-stars. Outside linebackers. We need Mikes. We need 5. So we have a lot to replace on this defense, especially the linebacker room. Looks like it's going to be almost completely a new team. We're just going to try to get those 2-star corners. And then that is going to be all of our targets. And knowing that we need those linebackers, we'll want to know who to target. That gives me a good idea of... I'm just going to buy that. Scout those linebackers quicker. And then we'll look at the depth chart after that. But starting off with Dorian Stewart. Alright, we're just not looking for busts here. I'm not expecting many gems in the 1 to 2-star range. But as long as they're not a bust, then we will still be fine with them, I guess. No bust yet. Alright. So, with no busts, we're going to go after the 2-stars. Move them to the top of our board. We are going to try to get this 3-star running back. We could probably overpay a little bit for him too, and this 3-star offensive tackle. These 2-star corners are probably important for us. I mean, some more 2-star tackles, but I'm gonna go get the JUCO guy. And for one reason, and I'm not positive if it's true or not, but I have a sneaky suspicion from my past experience that the JUCO guys come in at a higher overall than the other ones, than like a recruit coming out of high school. So we're gonna do that there, and then I forgot how many tackles we need. We're gonna probably put a tackle up there. I don't think we'll have many more hours than that, so. I really hope this tackle's like a gem. Just trying to get his speed, but we don't get it. 90 acceleration. So like I said, probably someone that we will go for. But now, we're going to move into this year's team, and we're going to just do red shirts while we do that to speed things up. So, at quarterback, we have Malachi Singleton, who's a junior. Senior, Tommy Ulatowski. Henry Hasselback. Christian Davis, a sophomore. And then Josh Mahone, a freshman, and Noah Gillon, a freshman. These three at the top are very similar. I probably will go with... I might go with Henry Hasselback, as we can see down in the bottom right. He's a star, he has the most speed, and he's the youngest. We're also paying him the most. So probably going to go with him at quarterback. At running back is where we have our star, Jakari Lewis. One of the highest overalls on the team. We have a solid backup in Kanye Roberts too. And then good running back depth as we get lower. Probably going to redshirt these guys. Maybe not the junior. Nah, we will redshirt him because we have Trayon Webb, but a really good running back room. Hopefully we can keep Jakari. Probably not though. No fullbacks, don't really need that. Wide receiver, it's a very mid room. We have Samuel Mbappe, Alex Sanchez, Desmond James, Nate Branch. Desmond James very fast, 95 speed, so there's something to look forward to. Brett Bassey's gonna get a red shirt. Kai Drake's gonna get a red shirt. Edward Coleman's gonna get a red shirt. So, tight end. Wow. Sorry. We're gonna go back to that. That is a very bad room. We have 51 overall Parker Stone. But we're gonna just redshirt these two sophomores. And then this is really a weakness of the team. Vertical threats. They're all pretty big, but I would have loved a blocker, an archetype like that. For the offensive line, we're just gonna, anybody who's not starting that we can redshirt, we will. We're gonna let this one go. It's a junior. Offensive line looks decent, all mid-70s. We have a few good backups, which is all you really need. And now we get to the edge rushers. We're gonna definitely redshirt him. We're gonna let him be. We have a power rusher, Seth Franz. And then at right edge, we got junior Caleb Sandstrom. and a couple more guys to redshirt. At defensive tackle, we have a few seniors up top. Nothing standing out, nothing. We have 0 Sams on the roster. That stands out. Okay, there we go. Colton Ferris. Colton Ferris. Absolute star of our team. Highest overall. Mike, a good position to have the star. He's a junior. Maybe we get him back for another year. Probably not, but he's going to anchor the defense, be a big tackle guy. Good high IQ, good run stopping ability, has a little bit to work on in pass coverage, but he's going to be the star of this defense. And on this side we have a few decent outside linebackers. One of them is going to have to start at Sam, but we'll focus on that come week 1. Our cornerback room looks a lot like our wide receiver room, a lot of mid. We're just going to leave it how it is. We have a decent cornerback 1 for our conference. Free safety, yikes. Not great. Probably going to start the sophomore. Maybe not. We'll see. I like the height on Cary Grant as opposed to Jacob Good, but we'll see. And then our strong safety. Yikes. Not a lot of hope on this roster, but another taller safety. Decent. He's not bad. Our kicker, 72. Decent punter. Overall, it's a rough roster to work with. I will say that. We have a lot of work to do, and it's gonna start with starting the youngster. They're all pocket passers. Chris Davis is a dual threat, so I'll be excited to see when he gets, like, maybe we give him a year, because every other quarterback here is a pocket passer, so that'll be interesting. Not going to change anything in many other rooms, but tight end room, I'm fine with how it is. Offensive line is fine. Edge rushers. Caleb Sandstorm is going to start at left edge, and so they're just flip-flopping, which is fine. Defensive tackle, we're fine with all of this. Kevin Henderson will start at Sam. Corey Ferris at Mike, obviously. And then Clay Sloan. But actually, I will have Alex Mitchell come up here and start there. As a higher overall. Moves over from Mike. Cornerback room we won't touch. I am going to start Jacob Good there. Strong safety, kicker, punter, we're good. Kick returner. I would love to view it by speed. Where's that 95 speed guy? Because I feel like I want him at our kick returner. I'll give this guy the benefit of the doubt. Nah. Desmond James is going to be our kick returner and our punt returner. Did I pass him? This guy can get punts, I guess. And then third down running back, yeah, it's got to be Jakari. Our power back is actually not going to be Jakari, it's going to be Treon Webb, so maybe he will get more of a role than first anticipated. Slot receiver is going to be Desmond James, I like that. All of this is fine. I'm not going to change. Our slot, yeah, our slot guy's fine. Nose tackle. Our gadget's going to be Kanye Roberts. I really like that. And with that, we are ready to advance to the next week. Cannot change our support staff, so maybe we take one more look, knowing that maybe a lot of our recruits won't take. Oh, we cannot hire any more staff. And I like what I have equipped, so we will advance to week 0. Almost everybody on this team wants to transfer. It's just not good. You can see the AD expectations here. Upgrade to elite facilities, which, like I said, probably not going to happen. But we do get about half of our NIL budget back if we complete that. Beat Georgia Southern. That one sounds more doable. And allow under 30 points per game. That one's kind of like whatever. Would be nice if we can do it, but we're going to get right into recruiting here. We have 275 hours, which is less than I even thought we would have, so we have a budget of about 460. 70 of it is going to this running back. We're going to rely on our running game a lot this year, which means next year we're also going to rely on it. These 2 stars that we won't, we're going to throw like 5 at, just because it makes them so interested. We're almost out of hours already, which is really concerning to see. And I'm just now realizing that I think it's going to have to be 25 for all these recruits, which I don't think will make that much of a difference. I haven't had much trouble with these smaller teams recruiting 1 and 2 star guys, but for this left tackle, for example, we're probably going to have to, we'll keep him at 80 because we have a lot of other tackles, but we're probably going to have to throw him 50 hours, and that we're going to be in a tough spot here hours-wise. This guy we're only going to have 10 hours for the first week, but so that's what we're going to do recruiting-wise. Practice-wise, nobody should be injured yet. Everybody should, just be getting XP in. I have them on auto-progress for now, and we'll advance to next week and just see what happens. Recruiting-wise, hopefully we don't get locked out of anyone big, like any of our 3 stars or anything. And got locked out of one of our 3 stars, which sucks, but it's okay. He was a junior. He was only coming in for 1 year anyways, so we did not even get on his interest list. And now we have to pivot at tackle. I see another JUCO guy down here. We'll go try to get him. We'll see what happens. The good news with him is we probably don't need the same amount of hours. We are going to go up and give this guy 24 hours. And this leaves us 45 extra hours. We're second. West Virginia offered this guy. That could be a struggle. We're the only offer. We're the only offer. We're the only offer. Only offer. Middle Tennessee State. That's fine. Delaware. That's fine. We are going to go with our extra one. We're going to offer this Mike right here. throw him only 10 hours because we're first already. Then we're going to go up to this 2-star and offer him 25. So that's how we're going to spend those extra 45. 10 guys that we're going after at the moment. Like I said, a lot of areas of need. We need to save some NIL for the transfer portal. Likely our biggest expenses right now will probably transfer. So we'll have even bigger budget for the transfer portal. And with that, I will end this as we are about to play our first game.